Здравствуйте, доброе утро. Во-первых, я хотела бы говорить по-русски из-за самоотверженности. Все хорошие люди должны поддерживать Россию и Китай против сатанского Запада, как мы знаем, потому что это очень просто, как мы знаем, как они нацелены и изолировать и установить санкции против неугодных человека. Они делают то же самое с Россией и Китаем. Западные лидеры элитирами преступников, которые объединились, чтобы ввести санкции против двух стран и хотят повлиять на них экономически со санкциями. Они сделают сами то же самое со мной. Знаете, понимаете, почему? Они хотят уничтожить человека, но это как они сделают с одного человека. Это проект их, как они сделают против человека. Но мы все знаем, почему и для чего, и как мы можем сказать ничего. Нет. Вы все знаете, что они сделают с Афганистаном, с Украиной, с других странах. Но сейчас это время, что мы поддерживаем китайский и русский против этого сатанского Запада. Потому что они очень плохо. Ну, в том смысле, мы должны поддерживать Россию и китайский против Запада. I just want to talk about, in English right now, that we are supposed to, as targeted people, we're supposed to support Russia and China against the Western, imperialism that are trying to destroy it. And you can see how they destroyed many other countries, like Afghanistan, Iraq, Libya, by creating, a group of, insurgents against those governments. And using those insurgents, against their governments and providing them financial needs and arms just to drop the government. For example, Dr. Najib was a Soviet Afghan president. They attacked him through so many groups of insurgency terrorists, that they had created from all countries. And in that time, they were given, like bounties. For example, they were given prizes in order to fight against the Soviet Afghan government, the Arabs, the Pakis, the Chechens. They were all used in that war. And that's their art. They use different excuses, for example, to drop that person from their government. For example, the person they describe as dictator. They describe him as somebody, who's actually a fascist, just like that. And they use, their means to go and raid that country. And right now they're doing the same with Russia and China. If you're a targeted person, you know how they're lying, how they're slandering the person, just like you. You person, that country. So you should really see the very simple, the real side of, how they're projecting, their agendas against a country, against a person, against a leader of that specific country. And right now, there's a lot of propaganda going on against China, even though China is, participating in a lot of infrastructural projects, in many African countries. They use, the excuses of like they're economically drowning countries and then enslaving them, with the lease that they're just offering them, kind of like that. And it's just a lies, if you're a target person, you should definitely stand for China, stand for Russia against the West, against their sanctions. Because you are an example yourself that what they're doing to you, lying. They're lying. They're lying a lot to you, against you. For example, CIA, the biggest master hypocrite liar, that has control over here, especially here at the university that I said. Even though I'm in the class right now, for example, the Masonic dean, forces that Eastern Star, Mason to come to call me, for example, here, to call me and disturb me during the class. They use the official version of harassment while they were using the unofficial through their perps, which was the very example of this perp. For example, I want to show you people, look, waving banana at me, okay? It's behind the library window. I don't know this person, look, he's taking my pictures, and he blows me kisses. Imagine if I had to describe this to people, the people would never believe this. Specifically, the dean in here that actually told the police, upon their attempt to investigate this case, they said he clearly told them that I have mental problems without seeing me once, people, without just talking to me once in his lifetime. He just outright, he declared me as someone mentally ill. Look, this person keeps calling me, sending me messages. He's a Freemason. Well, it should be clear. Like, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to do to you, cut your neck, etc. And then he tells me one day, I'm going to find you because you made a police report. I'm going to find you, cut your neck, and send you to hell. The Masonic stuff, people. The Masons want you to be sorry, for any kind of complaints you make against them. Like here, the social worker versus this work that you saw that was blowing me kisses and stuff during my class time. So what is the difference? One is the official, the social worker, that's a Masonic, and one is the simple one. So they use the official excuse right now, like calling me, we have to go to the psychiatrist because this is one of your obligations. Because you make complaints about this Freemason. There must be something wrong with you psychologically. And the CIA, the hypocrite, the criminal gang, is crying that Russia and China is attacking them with the cyber, with the microwave. They call it Havana syndrome. And then we were made fun of. We're humiliated, we're attacked, we're made fun of. We have people breaking into our house, destroying the paintings of the house, putting chemicals into stuffed objects, and etc., making us sick. And when we make complaint about this, we have mental problems. This is the art of Freemasonry, the war that they have been, throwing on people, innocent people. People like you and me who are defenseless, who can't do anything. This is their art of the war. This is their, what do they call it? This is how they're just trying to damage a person, from their whole aspect of life. For example, me, student. Me, student, being harassed, being attacked, being humiliated, being followed, being stopped. If I say something, I have mental problems. It's very easy because they own the psychiatry industry. You see here, they own the psychiatry industry. That's how easy it is for them to make joke about the person. Let's go to the psychiatrist. Come with the two police, take you away from the class. I can't say anything. Nobody's going to do anything in my defense. That's it. Get raped, get harassed, house broken, property damage, all the things done to you, and you can't do anything because you have mental problems. You gotta be on pills, that's making you sleep, making you eat a lot, miss classes, miss work, and eventually die because you talked about the Freemason. You talk bad about the Freemasons and the Jesuits. Not bad verbally, but you actually expose them to the world, and they actually don't like it. Ну, давайте вернемся по-русски. Но так, дороги власти, пожалуйста, помогите мне. Я меньше сатанского Запада. Пожалуйста, делайте что-нибудь. Я хочу больше помочь. Спасибо за ваше внимание. Хорошего дня тебе. Have a nice day, everyone. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Stop the recording because we have the class.